Do go?
For Aurora.
The Aurora.
Okay. Probably really wanting
Sure.
a little bit more of the additional pokes. The Aurora relatively
It's
has a
match
lot.
point for the
Welcome
Phoenix
to
Army.
Mobile
One
Legends.
more game to score him their first victory in Season 14.
To fire it up.
It's time to fire it up.
It's time to fire it up, TNC.
It's time to win.
It's time to win. You're very close. Your match point. And with the lineup that they have, you know, we saw the breakdown too from the NX there, and I have to agree. I like the lineup that they brought to game number 2, but I could say the same for RSG. Like, I like where they went with this.
Yep, even with the last 2 picks alone for RSG, it seemed like they were still influencing TNC because I completely understand why it was the Aurora instead of the Vixana or the Valentina. You kind of, instead of being more, wait, Kusei, Kusei Kozen, excuse me, behave.
Limit checking.
All right.
That's what they're doing.
Reminds me of Cops and Castle when they get on it. But talking about that last pick on the Aurora,
Yeah.
it seems a little reactive for TNT, given that it acts as a doorstop to the potential pick-off. Again, the choke slam off of Aqua, the Divine Judgment off of Light. Pride of Ice, you know what I mean? You just
I was
stand
gonna
there.
say, it's perfect because not only with the passive, but you just know as soon as Light goes in for that pull, that you could just drop down the Frigid Glacier and you're fine. Like, your team is going to be okay for a brief period of time, and then you hope that that's enough time to buy time for them to come in and help, right? And I think my eyes for this one are just like for game 1, heads on the Trizla. We saw it yesterday. I feel like he had a phenomenal game. Game 1, now he gets to go and make things happen here. There's the Shadow Kill, going to be used under the turret. Looks like he's going to be fine, though, so not enough damage just yet from Kaizen's Hayabusa.
That's a 3-on-2 engagement down bottom, about 10 seconds away till the turtle spawns. Now 2 minutes marker coming through top quarter. That's where the big fight's gonna break out. And because of that denied rotation down bottom, RSG are able to burst down the turtle. Look at this, the Raiders are first on the board, that major objective.
Yeah. I think because of, you know, you try to make a play, your TNC, you're like, if we can get a first blood, great. Then we don't have to necessarily get the first turtle. Because, especially with a Hayabusa, if you can get that scaling going quicker than later, then obviously that's going to be really good for you. But right now, it's just RSG going through those motions, you know, focusing on these objectives.
Uh-oh. That's Light.
Wow, Light,
With the answer!
There's the penalty zone we were looking out from heads as Light gets punished for zone aggressive, trying to set up potential. And now Escalera goes down as well.
Lancey!
The beacon's going to bring back Lancey. Even with the passive, he will get taken out, so RSG fights back.
It was but a costly engagement. Sure, you took down Light first, but you traded out Lancey and Escalera.
All part of the plan.
RSG snapping back into killer instincts. And that was off of a, you know, relatively mum first 2 minutes. Like, I think this is the right approach. Like, don't try to force anything. Instead, allow your opponent to get into attacking range. And that whole first minute engagement between Kusei and Kozen, I think that's the best way to initiate, the best way to start this kind of approach, as the Raiders say, all right, well, we're going to condition all of y'all. We're going to go into a fight here, but then feint it. It's like, no, you step in first.
Yeah, go for the feint, you know? Let them throw the punch first at this point. And again, when you look at the line, oh, hold on, Escalera.
Oh,
He's going to spot them out. They gets in with the I'm offended, and now they're going to get the freeze down too. Light, unfortunately, will get taken down.
whoa.
Irad, though, just checking the damage there. That's a lot of extra gold going over to Kusei.
Now thinking about it, Light dying, no streak, traded out for a good, you know, second or two of plating.
Yeah.
I don't know if the math checks out, but given that it did send the Kozen back home, maybe it's like a trade worthy of about half. It's a half.
Yeah. Maybe at that point, too, but it would be even better if RSG also gets the second turtle with the way the past couple minutes have gone here. But TNC this time, they want to fight for it. Escalera's going to jump in again with the I'm offended. They're going to get the lockdown too. Nemor tries to get out, but he's frozen and finally taken down. And now Aqua pulls him in with a flare. But TNC still fighting for him, and they'll get the turtle off the pickoff from Escalera.
Joseph, that was all 5 members of TNC there.
Yeah.
They committed to it. They looked at their goal, said we're going to go for it, and they achieved. But what are they trading for here? Gold off of the top lane, tier 1. Dear Lord, I think Hero's going to take it. Hero's going to take it.
I think he is going to take it. Heads is going to be way too late there.
He's eating good.
So they just traded. There's the turret going down. Great push from
Whoa!
RSG, and now here's the response. Kazin looking for his own entry, but Lancey's already taken out, and now Escalera's going to be in trouble as well.
Johnny!
As Light picks up the kill.
All right, back to back again. It's the same tempo, but maybe delayed by about 30 seconds or so. Cross map too. And all of that now, Kazin versus Irad.
Shadow kill going to be used here, Rad.
Asa-
Oh, he
Asa-
will!
Asa-
He does escape! 1 HP. Kazin just not able to clean up the kill in the jungler 1v1.
The mechanic walks away. The mechanic walks away about 1 HP. Goes home, and all that traded for that top lane, that bottom lane, and a winning trade.
He's been doing work.
They're doing work, and again, it's not the cleanest work, but it's getting the point across. They're up by about 1,000 in the head, and where's this lead sitting? Where is the majority?
Majority
it's
of
mostly
it.
on Aqua.
Yeah.
It's mostly on Aqua. He's been killer on these forward Lantern players, man. These Crimson Beacons.
Yeah, he's been able to do a lot, bring a lot of utility, and that's exactly why the Jushin is there. Again, it was funny because me and Ingon talked about it a little bit yesterday, that, and even the panelists.
Jose and Jose.
Yep, Jose and Jose. And it's fallen off a little bit, right? But it still picks up, and it still it's more of a niche pick for teams and certain players.
She has to be specifically fit into a lineup.
Yes. Whereas before, she was just like blindly picked up no matter what.
She was a menace. Oh, I'm offended on the Irad!
Wow, he gets away.
What?
Irad.
Irad's playing this Nolan like it's pre-nerf.
Yeah.
he hit the fracture like it still gave you CC immunity.
At this point, not only does it give him that, he stays alive, secures the objective. They might be in trouble here. TNC, Escalera are going to be just dragged to his death. Light getting a couple pickoffs now at this point, and now TNC, 4 members here in the mid lane, trying to find something to do, and they're going to jump in. Shadow kill once again used, trying to check the damage, but unfortunately for Kazin, not enough.
You know what? It's been a tough 7 minutes for the Season 9 Rookie of the Season winner, Escalera. He's just been catching all sorts of hands from RSG.
Yeah.
0 and 3 doesn't tell you the whole story. Like, he's died more times in effect than just 3 times. And he's been hitting his I'm offended too.
Here he is again.
Oh.
He's leading it, but even with a conceal use, I guess they just go ahead and check it. They hold on to the tier 2 turret though, but yeah, it's got to be, at this point, it's got to be Escalera, because mostly heads will either peel with the penalty zone, or he's going to try to counter-initiate. Once again, I'm offended, going to find the lockdown, and they will pick up Nibor. Shout out to kill too. Aqua's tanky enough, he's going to be fine even from that. So still, TNC will be able to find 1.
All right, that was off of the back of a 5-man collapse from TNC. Nibor has been moving forward. He didn't flicker in that specific moment, but moving forward, leaning hard into TNC. I wonder at what point it's going to start hurting the Raiders.
Yeah.
Because you can't just give free kills like that for free. Not when you're this far ahead, about 4,000 gold.
And the 4,000 gold lead that RSG has right now, it's not to the point where TNC cannot, counter and clap back from this and get back into the game, especially if they end up getting this Lord. The next objective here, if they're able to get a Lord, if they're able to get a pick-off, that's going to be great for them. But look at this. Once again, Escalera jumps in the mid side. They're going to find the freeze down with a Frigid Glacier, and now Head's the first one to fall. Kazen's going to jump in, but they're all too healthy, and it's Heads and Kozin that are out of the picture.
The past couple of engagements, TNC were the ones sticking together as a 5-man unit. Now RSG does the same, takes 2 on the way out, converts straight into a Lord. Not a second wasted, 9 minutes in. A majority of RSG's rotations always lead to something big. Not just something big, some things big. It's always plural, bro. You got a turret on the way.
Usually you see teams like trading, cross-map objectives or, what have you, but right now RSG is just like, no, it's all mine. Like, this whole board is mine, and that's what they're taking. Furthers their lead a little bit further, and now they wait for the Lord to push in with it. For TNC, that window I was talking about where they can flip things back in their favor is starting to close. Could they pull it off here? Once again, it's Nibor that they go for. They take him out. But still, they got to back off. Disengage from here. Irad also making his way. They drag him back with the flare. Plus the Divine Judgment as Heads is taken care of again. He is having a difficult time on the Terizla.
XP for XP. The delayed trade It's messy across the board. The past 10 minutes have just been coloring out of the lines. It's a scrappy approach to the well-known Filipino macro playstyle, but it's working, Joseph. Look, by just giving out these trades, these random deaths, RSG is able to snowball into a 7,000 gold lead.
Daniel, I would say that at this point, RSG, this is where they shine, when it's scrappy, when it's a little messy, it's a little chaotic. Like, that's, again, they're Raiders, you know, and the way that they're fighting and the way they're approaching game number 2 is more in line with, I feel like, their playstyle, their essence.
It's disciplined savagery. Like, they're letting things through, but making sure that something comes out the other side that's favorable to them. I mean, the Codex Astartes does not support this action.
Yeah.
If you're a Filipino, you would rather, all right, play it safe, engage when we're sure, play the map, you know, show yourself in the long lane, and then go for the long run. Like, if a Moskov was a part of this formula, then they would play the map definitely, but I understand why not now. Why? They're always in your face!
Escalera gonna get dragged again. He had the immortality, so now they wait for the follow-up penalty zone in the backside from Heads, but Escalera out of the picture, now Heads in trouble as well. It's way too much damage from RSG. Kazin tries to go back, but he's out of the picture as well. 3 down for TNC, and it bite me another one as Kozin. He's gonna be fine, gets dragged once, but makes it a base.
That burning stutter step. Oh man, now they're knocking down on the mid lane inhibitor, pops the holy shield, Lancy and Kozin. And look at this, Kuseng
Yeah, just throw in him. Just throw in the spin wheels.
Not reloading at all. He's like the Doomslayer.
All right now too, that's about all that RSG is gonna manage to get, plus the purple buff for Kosei.
Off of a light wheel?
Off of a one little light wheel. Picks it up.
All right.
Now he gets to do that much faster.
Okay,
you know?
all right.
Good luck with that sound effect.
We'll try.
×2.
Concealed play by TNC here. Takes the corner brush. Not so sure if RSG knows. Light.
Oh,
all right. Wow.
Good check.
That's why you keep that minion, my friend. That's why you don't take it down. You flick it, and then it goes and checks the bush for you.
A little electro lasso, basically.
That's RSG creep. It's a creep on their side.
Good
Kazin
check.
picks up the Blade of Despair here, so he should be able to burst down like stragglers at half health, a third of their health. But so far, RSG have been so good at just clumping up, denying the crazy.
Oh, again.
Shadow kills! Whoa!
Escalera, he doesn't even last a second. He's taken out. Head's going to jump in, but they find Irad. So Kazin able to get that, and now Head's on the run. Gets dragged back alongside with Kazin. Nimor gets a double. He's tired of getting frozen. He's looking for Lancey too. Nimor comes in. The passive is there. Toss him up over, and it's a triple kill for Nimor. And RSG will stare down the base with only Kozin left to defend it, and they will go ahead and take game number 2 in Raider fashion as they wipe out the team and take us to game 3.
Poetic justice. It was Kozin standing, taking down the base all by his lonesome in game 1. Game 2, RSG flips the script.
Flipped it on their heads.
On heads.
On heads, literally.
Man, I bet he's having war flashbacks from yesterday when he played his mind out with the Terizla and it just came